What's going on, everyone? Back here at Nitro Gang Garage, we got some toys with us. Got some all-wheel drive cars. We're gonna be doing a rundown with it.
Garage, we're my house.
The channel's called Nitro Gang Garage.
I understand that we're just we're my house.
All right, but it's Nitro Gang.
Continue.
All right. This is how this guy's already started. All right, let's get down to it.
Pull up in motorcades.
Like Harvey said, we have some toys with us here today. So, as you guys can see, we have 3 all-wheel drive cars here. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to be giving you guys a rundown of each car, what the drivability is like, then we're going to judge them from like 1 to 10. And then we're going to kind of tell you like a price point, right? So, my all-wheel drive car here, this is a buddy of ours that let us borrow it, Ronnie Abreu on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right? Ronnie
Yeah.
Abreu on Instagram?
Yeah.
Follow him. And then this is also my other all-wheel drive car. So it goes from like a street build to kind of like a track. Well, I would say like a track build to kind of like a street build.
I would say this is more of a full like street car. This is kind of in the middle because it got like some race car parts, and
Yeah.
this looks like a street car, but it's basically a race car.
It's basically a race car.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, right, the one that looks more like a street car is the one that has the cage.
Yeah, that is
Well,
funny.
it has a bolt-on cage, but still, you know, cage.
More of a cage than the rest.
Yeah, so I'll give you guys kind of like a rundown on this car right here. This is my new to me all-wheel drive K-turbo car. So as you guys saw, I was building the white all-motor car.
Yeah, the M5 stock block with the forged front we put on.
with the forged front end, all that stuff. I kind of decided to go a different way. So what I did was
This guy changes his
changed-
cars like he changes his clothes, man.
I changed mine and I changed cars a lot. Anyways, yeah. While we traded it for this.
Yeah, we got. I mean, it's a great deal. You know.
Yeah, listen, the deal makes sense. Everything makes sense, and I'm kind of want to focus more on the black cars. We might be going to the track Wednesday, so also stay tuned for that. But I want to focus more on these all-motor cars. I want to focus more on the DR trip, and I also don't want to spend $1 million. So I kind of said, instead of doing that, let me just get rid of that. I'll get more of like a streetable car that we can record more videos and possibly do even more content for. Hence this car. So I don't have the stock block car anymore. Doesn't mean I won't build one tomorrow, because I can just wake up tomorrow and be like, I just want a stock block car and I'll build one.
The stock block car kind of came together from just like parts around the shop.
Honestly, I had like what? I would say...
You had like 85% of the parts.
Yeah, like 80% of the parts. I mean, Mexico, Saul, 6161 kind of gave us the rest of the parts that we needed. Also, shout out to Final Drive, all those guys that helped us out. But yeah, a lot of those parts I already have because I have so many freaking race cars. So I have motors, transmissions, etc., etc.
All right, so what the viewers want to know is what is the turbo setup and what do we have here for a block?
So this is a 24. It's a full 24.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. This is not a full 24, right?
Well,
No,
I don't.
This is the side. This is a 20. It's a 2420. It's a 2420.
Well, it says it right here.
No, it's a 2420. Look at the thing on the front, dude.
Yeah, it's 2420.
We'll do the 2420.
No, it's a 2420. We just
Just cut it. Cut it. Dumbass.
I'm not cutting shit.
Cut it.
Keep going.
No, I'm not
We're
gonna
live.
keep going. Just
We're
cut it.
live. Let's go.
All right, whatever. Just cut it.
Roll with the
it's
punches.
The 2420.
Yeah.
It's a Remy block.
Remy block or full long block?
It's a Remy block, but I don't. Who was just talking to the guy on the phone? I don't
The
know.
mechanic, right? Was that
He
what
was
it
the mechanic that put the car together.
Yeah.
He was just saying, kind of, we went through the specs of the car. Yeah, it's a Remy block. It's a 24. It's an 87 and a half. Has
It's the
Pistons
bored
and
out a little
rods.
bit, right? It's bored out a little bit.
Yeah, it's 87.5.
Yeah.
So it has pistons and rods, turbo tough rods, Carrillo pistons. He told me, obviously Type S pump, and it has Super Tech valve train up top.
Okay.
They chose to go with the stock cams for drivability, like on the streets.
Yeah.
I guess he was telling me that.
So there's 2 4 cams, or did he say it was 2 0 cams?
So they put TSX cams.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So two 4 cams.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So they made it more of like a real reliable kind of a street car. Cause I mean, I drove the car over there at Saul, obviously not for a long time, but it drives pretty normal, to be honest. Cause compared to one of these things, which we'll talk about more in the video, is a little different. But this, it feels like a street car. To be honest, like it feels way more of a street car.
All right. So what is the training setup in this? Because this is actually has different transmission than the other 3. Well, the other 2.
Well,
I mean.
the other 2.
Yeah.
So this is a full PPG.
Yep.
But it has synchros.
Nice.
So much better.
Yeah.
Has,
for a street car, especially.
yeah, it does have LSD. He said, I believe it was a Quaife. I might be mistaken, but I believe it was a Quaife. But anyways, so it has 36 mils in the front, and then it has Insanes in the rear with the axle setup. But he did say it was a full PPG with synchros. Very important. Remember that in the video.
Synchros. Yeah.
Remember that in there, because it's gonna come up with another car that doesn't have it, and I'll explain to you kind of how much of a nightmare it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, you get a little bit of the whine still.
Yeah.
But
that's just what any transmission.
Yeah,
has,
but you want to know what's crazy?
What?
This car whines a lot less than this car,
Oh.
but they kind of have the same transmission setup. That's the weird
Synchros.
part.
I guess the synchro plays a big part in it.
But this is a synchro training. It's a PPG, but it's a synchro training.
No, yeah,
You know what
I'm saying, but that one doesn't have any synchros.
No, this one.
That one has synchros?
This one has synchros.
Oh.
And this car whines a lot, bro, which is weird. This one, you'll see when we drive it.
Yeah.
You can pick up the audio on the thing, right, when we drive it?
Yeah.
So you'll see the difference. But, yeah, PPG, 1 through 4, synchros.
Got a speed factory intercooler.
Yeah, speed factory intercooler. Also has 5th and 6th, which is pretty cool.
Oh, it got 5th and 6th? Oh,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have the cuff.
No cuff.
Alright.
Ronnie's car has a 5th, but we'll go through that later. Anyways, it's a PSR turbo. Becomes like a little precision 62 kind of.
Yep.
This guy, French
So,
Fab.
well, it was a 62. All right, so this must spool up very quick.
It does. Honestly, this thing goes in boost like almost instantly. It's crazy. So, what's also very important, because it plays a role with another car that has a bigger turbo, and I can kind of explain a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, from what it looks like I said, I just bought the car, but French Fab did all the odd pipes and stuff, which he did a good job.
Yeah.
And the manifold says French Fab.
Guy's little watermark here.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That looks really, really nice.
Is that
He
like
did a
a
really
plate?
good job.
Like he welded his plate or something?
Yeah, that looks really, really cool. So, yeah, that's pretty much for the front of the car.
Well,
Simple setup, nothing crazy.
do you know what suspension this is?
It's a Rev 9.
Rev 9.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got Rev 9 suspension. And for tires, we got the Mickey. Wait, these Mickeys, right?
Those are Mickey's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ET Street R's. All right.
Yeah,
And
25s.
some
50,
Volks,
15s.
some TEs all around.
TEs. I think these are 16s, right?
Nah, they look like 15s.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You're
These
right.
are 15s.
15. So they're TE37s on Mickey 225 50s.
All right, so now that we got the engine, how much power did this make from the previous owner?
So I was just actually on the phone with the guy that put the car together, like I said. He said that the car's making between 725 and 750 on like a conservative tune.
Nice.
So the car will make way more than that. Do you need way more than that when you have an all-wheel drive car? From my personal experience, from having a 1,000 horsepower car that's literally 2 cars away, no.
Yeah.
I think 1,000 horsepower, depending on obviously your setup, it's a little excessive, to be honest. So, and then these are 3 different power levels.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. Like it's 3 different different views.
Stages, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's pretty cool because, like I said, it's 3 different views. So that's definitely cool.
All right, so let's go over the interior. So first things first, what I like personally is it has full interior with carpet.
SI interior.
Oh, this is
Pretty
SI
cool.
interior.
Yeah, it's SI interior.
Fire. Yeah. And it has this is a 6-point roll cage, right?
It's like a Cusco bolt-in roll cage, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would like it, but I kind of.
No, it's actually what I like though is that you can still recline the seat. So that's actually
exactly. Yeah,
that's
you
actually
see how far back that seat is?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
And then all right, what do we have here for a shifter?
So this is a basic K-tune shifter box with OEM cables, which is honestly my preference.
Yeah. So we got the gauges here, water, air, fuel, boost. I don't know what this cluster is. Can you guys comment in the comment section? Because we don't know if this is like somebody made this or if this is like special
Honestly,
plastic.
it might be like an OEM cluster they put like that paper in, because you know how you can change the backgrounds on them.
Yeah, but
Maybe
you know
that's what it is.
the EGs they don't have up to 9, right? They have only up to 8.
They have what?
The RPMs.
No, they have up to 9.
Oh, they do.
There's a bunch of different clusters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we gotta show this at night, dude. This.
Yeah. At night it looks really. I mean, when we do the drive, we
Yeah.
can show that because that cluster looks really nice.
Yeah,
at night.
it's like a green glow on it. It looks pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, let's go show in the trunk because we got some carbon fiber. All right, so we got the carbon fiber trunk lid and carbon fiber duck wing. Is this what it's called? Duck wing?
Yeah. Funny story about this carbon. This came from my old car that I sold Saul. So we never did a video on it. But
Now it got featured. It was a blue EG with the Volks. Yeah, but it just had the gold Volks.
Yeah, it had the blue ones. So all this carbon, even the front lip used to be mine, which is like I said, kind of funny because it came right back. But yeah.
All right, let's show this. You got the carbon fiber. What is this called? The trunk cover?
Cargo cover.
Oh, cargo cover.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. I don't know if this is like a custom piece or.
They sell these actually. I've seen these before.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, honestly.
All right, so you got the fuel cell.
Yep.
Do you know how much this is? Like a 5-gallon or a 10-gallon?
I think it's like a 10-gallon, if I'm not mistaken.
And you know what fuel pump?
The fuel pump is the Magna Fuel.
Okay.
I'm not sure what size it is. I'm not 100% sure on the size, but it's Magna Fuel.
Nice.
Yeah, so pretty neat little setup. The one thing I would like to do is get it to go on the funnel.
Oh, so you can like
So you
pretty
can
much fill it up?
Yeah, in the stock location, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's the whole plan.
So now we wrap this car up. So all in all, what was spent on this car for you to purchase it?
So that's tricky, right? So because with the all-motor car, maybe like 35, 40s, that's where I was. This car to build, honestly, make it all-wheel drive with a PPG and all that stuff, it's gonna cost you more than 40. Plus you gotta get the car painted and do all that. So I would say hey, don't judge me either in the fucking comments. But to build this, like, I would obviously do things differently because I would not have bolts like this. I would have all the nice zinc bolts and all that stuff. So for me, it would cost me a little more. But I'd say like to build something like this, 40, 45 at a shop.
And how much did you pay?
That's not important.
How much did you pay?
That's not important. I'm telling you what it costs to build.
Well, how much did you pay? That's what they want to know.
But it's different.
Well, it's obvious. Well, this is what my argument is. Would you prefer to build your car or to buy the car?
100%. I prefer to buy it ready.
Yeah.
And then I'll make my touches on it because how do I say without? I don't want to sound like I don't want to offend anybody, but just dealing with shops and dealing with people, and like the number always changes. Sometimes it's due to the customer though, because I'm the type of person that I'll be like, I want this. Like for example, I'll be like, I want this manifold, and then I'll end up with a Billy Gatto manifold from somewhere else, and then the build completely changes, which that's my fault. I can accept that, but honestly, I prefer to buy it and just do my touches on it. As long as the car is healthy, this car seems extremely healthy, and plus
You saved all that time. Now you can just enjoy the car. You're not waiting.
Enjoy the car. The car's ready to go. I can drive this car right now. I found out who owned the car, who built the car, and I was on the phone with him, as I mentioned earlier in the video. He just gave me the whole rundown on the car, and he told me that everything's brand new. Car drives amazing, so it's like skipping the line when you're gonna go buy something, right?
No, and then not even that. I mean, you save more money.
You save more money, and it's like I said, it's like skipping the line.
Yeah.
You go from like being 20 spots back to being right in the front. Like, hey, here, car's done. I can literally just register it, just go for a drive. That's it.
So we'll put this. Let's put this at 35.
Nah.
More?
I don't think you're.
No, for what you got it for.
Yeah, we'll put it at 35, but I just don't. There's no.
No, obviously it's worth more, but what I'm saying
I
is
see what you're saying.
I'm gonna show like everybody how much, for example, how much our friend Ronnie, he spent or / paid for his car, and then you guys are gonna make the decision. Would you prefer to build your car from scratch or to just buy a car that was already built and then put your own touches on it?
I don't think you're building this for 40.
Not even close. Not even close.
Saying, with
No.
a fully built motor and a
even-
PPG transmission,
Yeah.
I don't see where you're building that for $40,000 at a shop. That's just me being honest.
Just on the drivetrain alone, you're already gonna rack up a whole bunch of money. And then I think we forgot to mention, but this car is on a K-Pro. This car, well, we'll talk about the rest of the car, but yeah, this car is on K-Pro, so that's a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more budget friendly.
Yeah, it's budget friendly, so that's why these good to have different options.
Yeah.
But I want to know. Let me know. Do you guys think you can build this 440?
Yeah.
The way it is with the kind of the rundown I just gave you, it wasn't a whole parts list. but at least do you think you're building this for 40?
Yeah, this car was engine bay and exterior was
Completely painted.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can notice, it's a little darker, but I think it's SI Blue Pearl.
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's move on to this car.
all right.
Si me fuego en el Lo kilo como Kirino, freno en el deportivo. Y trato que no quede ninguno de mis enemigos. El cuero no confío, cadena como el zafiro. La 40 que si pisa.
Moving on to this car. This car is Ronnie's car. It was built by Pina Performance. I believe did he assemble this motor as well? Do you remember?
Pina put the motor together.
Yeah, so it was
And Tranny Pina built the whole entire car pretty much.
nah, he did a good job. And then I believe he also had a buddy do the powder coating from, right?
Yeah, he had a local guy do all the powder coating on the car, so it came out really, really nice. You can see all the touches, and then you can see kind of like the price points change because this is like a whole different. It's like a flex, if you will, right?
Yeah,
Because
I believe Savi did the wiring on this, right?
my guy Xavier,
Yeah,
Extrema,
we're showing love, dude.
he did the harness on it, and David too. So
Yep. Oh, David. Yep.
David R. Ramos. So yeah, you can kind of see that the price points change, right? This thing is like powder coated down, big manifold, same PPG as I have on the other.
This one has
car.
synchros as well.
This one has synchros as well.
Really?
Yeah. So this one has synchros, but this is a fully built motor, like cams, Cartel 3.2s, Ferrari valve train.
So, but this is a K20.
yeah, this
Full K20 long block.
Yeah, this is a full K20 long block. Which
Yep.
is the difference between that thing.
Yep.
So this is a full 20. This thing is tuned by Brian out of PR. He did a really good job. So yeah, like I said, you can start seeing the price point shift.
Do you know what size turbo this is?
It's the same thing as that one.
Oh,
Like a
okay, 62, 62.
62.
All right. And how much power did he make on this?
So he made close to 600 on 93, but it was like a very conservative tune.
Yeah, because he just wants to keep it on the street,
Yeah, he
just
wants to
enjoy
keep
it.
on the street.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to break the car, go crazy on it every other week, like spending money. So he kept it on a very, very conservative tune.
Yeah.
The car can easily make 900 horsepower.
Yeah, no, so he did good. I mean, I see some Speed Factory bolts right here, some hardware.
Yeah.
Got
so
the nice, what is this, burnt titanium,
burnt
right?
titanium bolts. So like I said, this is where the price point starts to shift, right? Where you have the manifold, you have all the different plumbing with the fittings, and you have all the titanium bolts. So like this car was obviously a lot more expensive to build than the other car, but you kind of got to choose where your budget is. But yeah, this thing, like I said, full K20, Cartel 3.2s, Ferrari valve train, has pistons and rods, and it also has a PPG.
Yep.
First
Alright.
first through fourth.
Let's talk about this wheel setup here. I'm seeing some nice little Bellocks right here.
Yeah, so he opted out for the Bellax, which is honestly,
Is that Bellocks or Bellac?
I think it's Bellax. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Bellac.
Somebody will tell you in the comments that you're
Bellac.
wrong. Anyways, yeah, so he spec'd in for the Bellax with the Mickeys, same thing I have on the other car, which this is a badass tire.
Nah, this is
Can
a nice
we give
tire.
these guys some credit for this tire?
Mickey Thompson's,
God
dude.
damn, this
they
tire
be
is
working,
badass,
man.
bro.
Mickey's be working.
Yeah, so if you can see that it has two different holes for the regular lug nuts,
Yep.
and then it has the ones that actually go like dimpled in, which is that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you can see it. He has Willwood calipers in the front.
Yeah, these are the small piston, right? These are
Yeah,
the,
this is small pistons, and
he had the bigger pistons, and they were
They
having
wouldn't.
some
So yeah,
fitting.
they were having some fitment issues. So
Yeah.
they suggested to put these ones on. Well, the car stops on a dime, anyways. And he has 5.9 axles too, which is pretty badass, honestly, for a street car. So the difference between this car and the other cars also, he has a fender exit like my race cars.
Yeah, and the wastegate actually ties into the exhaust.
Yeah, it does. Can you show it?
Yeah, let me see.
You did a good job on this car, to be honest.
Nah, it came out really nice and clean.
Yeah. So.
Oh, actually, who's this? Something.
Oh, straight line motorsports.
Straight line motorsports.
Yeah, it's for the same thing as the intercooler. You can see it on the front.
Oh, straight line motorsports. Oh,
Straight line, yeah. I think they're out of Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah. They make some pretty badass
Nah,
parts.
dude, this came out nice and clean.
Yeah.
All right, so going into the interior, looks like he has full interior as well.
Yeah, Ronnie did a good job because he did the full interior and he actually got the staging brake and everything. That's pretty cool. For a street car, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
And obviously he has a little cluster here with the 550 attached to it and the Nano on the other side.
Yeah, so you got the Fuel Tech 550. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, can't forget about your fuel pump sounding louder than your car.
Literally. What is it they say? When your fuel pump sounds louder than the Civic, don't race it?
Facts. I like the steering wheel.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like a mutant style steering wheel.
Okay.
And you know what's cool about this car?
What?
Power windows. Power windows. Yo, honestly, you don't even understand how much of a
Nah,
flex
this is fire, bro.
That is so freaking cool. That's one thing I honestly love because he has the SI door panels with the speakers and the thing right here.
Oh, they work too?
Yeah, they don't work. The radio's not working, but he's gonna make it work. So he obviously still have some more work to do in the car. But yeah, no, this is a badass setup.
All right, let's move on to the trunk. So he also has a carbon fiber trunk lid and the carbon fiber trunk lid, right? I mean, no,
Duck.
wing, duck.
Yeah, the duck.
All right, let's open this up. Let's see what the fuel setup is looking like. So you said he's on 93, right?
Yeah, it's car soon on 93. I like this, but
Was like
you
the
can't put the
crossbars,
cover on.
right?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
can't put the
that's
cover on,
right.
so
It's in
that's
the
why-
middle.
Yeah, that's why I don't really
Yeah.
like it too much.
Do you know
He has
what?
the same style trunk that fuel cell. Sorry, as that car.
Do you know what fuel pump he's running?
I believe it's a Weldon 2349s under the car.
Oh, it's under the car.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
under the
okay.
car.
I thought for a second I thought it was like an in tank.
No, it's under the car. So
Okay.
all the lines and everything is plumbed very nicely into the bottom of the car. It's all braided. Dash 10.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool. It looks nice.
Nice. All right. All right. So now it's time for the important part. What was the price point that Ronnie spent on this, or how much did he invest into the car? Let's not talk about the show and purchasing the show. Just how much did he invest into making this all-wheel drive?
So to build something like this, whereas literally how I told you guys, it's very different from the first car we showed you. This
is also in the middle. This is definitely a street car, but he kind of has a little bit of, like, I would say, race car parts, right?
I mean,
Or-
well, yeah, because the PPG, but it's kind
Yeah.
of important. You need it, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to be replacing shit every other day, which sucks. Anyways, I know how much he spent on this car because, you know, also from helping him source parts, so I know who built the car and I talk to Ronnie all the time. The car was, right now as it stands right to this point, it's between 80 to 90 grand. That's the difference.
What was that?
Yeah, you heard what I said.
Say that again.
heard
Say
what-
that again. I want to make sure the viewers.
It's between 80 to 90 grand to put this car together at a shop. Like, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's a big difference. Like, this is what some people don't understand that. And you know what? Some people are not even going to believe it, but I know firsthand exactly how much he spent for this. This thing is not a joke, man. These cars nowadays, if you want to put something that, you know, that looks like this. Because if you just want to put like a whatever car together, then, you know, whatever. You might not spend as half of what we spend, but when you want titanium bolts, when you want all the bells and whistles,
Everything starts to add up,
and
man.
then this is just...
No, and this car is capable of making some jam.
This car is capable of making over 900 horsepower for sure.
Yeah.
You know, maybe just do like a turbo upgrade down the
No,
line.
definitely
or
just got to
whatever,
change the fuel up. Probably not leaving a
but just so
93.
people understand, like, that's what it costs to build some badass cars. Like,
Yeah.
and we have badass cars. I personally have over 10 cars, so I can tell you what it costs to build a car. So it all depends what your budget is. Like I said at the beginning of the line, for the future, stick to your budget. Don't just be changing shit.
So now this is the question. I asked the owner, but I wanted. All right, what would you guys do? Do you guys rather prefer to spend the 80K, or what? What would you think if you were to sell this car right now? Let's say you put it to list. What's a reasonable price to buy this car as it sits? Reasonable price.
That's a tough question.
Reasonable price.
Because, bro, what's reasonable to a person that just spent almost $90,000 on a car?
Yeah, but what are all-wheel drive cars going for right now?
It depends, because there's like some crazy built all-wheel drive cars like 60, 70 grand. There's like some regular all-wheel drive cars going to 30, 40, 50s.
Yeah.
So to the owner, it's different. It's hard.
Depends.
If I had to sell this car right now, I'd say 50s.
50s.
I think that's fair.
I think that's a fair price. I mean, you know, it's clean.
You're not building it for 50.
No, you're
That's
not
something
not
very
even close.
clear.
No, not even
You're
close.
not building this for 50.
No.
If you put it together yourself and you buy all the parts and you have
Well,
all
this is the
knowledge-
thing, right? You're never doing this and making money back.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what we do it for.
Nah.
But like I said, if you have to, like, if you put it together, you buy all the parts, you get all the hookups from the big name brands, and they sell you all the parts for discount, and you put it together, maybe, yeah, you'll do it under 50.
It's
I would
tough.
Say, yeah,
I mean,
but
accounting for the time you spend waiting for parts, and then once you're already almost there,
just
it's
think
like
about it. A decent paint job nowadays that looks good, that's worth the money is what? 8 to 9 to 10 grand? That's a paint job, bro. That's already what? That's like,
that's not like exterior. That's like engine bay, exterior, like, you know, all the.
that's like a full paint job. It's
Yeah.
like a full paint job.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you say that you bring the Michelle, the paint, your engine bay, the paint outside the car. But I'm talking about like using good paint, a real professional body shop. Like, that's what a paint job is gonna cost you. Even though if it's a Civic, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, that's
It's
already some of
expensive,
the budget
man.
already gone right there.
Yeah.
Think about it. Now you have 40 grand. Let's say you want to have a budget of 50 with a shop and you want to build this. That's 10K on paint job alone. Paint's already done. You still have to build the rest of the car. Bro, between wiring and computer on this car, there's another $10,000 almost.
Not even. People forget how expensive these AM fittings and lines are too.
That's another thing.
And the bolts, yo, everything adds up, man.
The little small parts between titanium bolts and like, honestly, I'll be honest with you, I'd rather buy the big parts than the smaller parts, because you don't think you're spending money until you're just adding all the small parts up, all the bolts, all the AM fittings, all the connector lines, like, you know. So
it adds up quick.
It adds up really quick.
All right, so this price point, what was put into it to get it at this point, was about roughly, the owner said it was around 80K, he said.
It's between 80 and $90,000.
Now, the question for the viewers is would you guys still prefer to build the car yourself, or would you prefer to purchase the car? I'll leave that, guys, up to you in the comment. Please put in the comments below, what would you guys prefer? What's your preference? If you feel like you more want to have like a connection knowing what to go into your car, or, I mean, even though if you buy the car, you're going to know what they put into the car, but I guess you're going to mold it.
You got to think about it is, like, you're really going to build a whole all-wheel car inside your garage, just like, here, just put all the parts together? Is it impossible? No. Can you do it? Yes. But you gotta have.
Well, you don't think about it at first.
Here's the thing, right? When you're building a car, you're not thinking about it. Oh yeah, I'm the one putting it together. But what about the time you spent?
Yeah. No, then that's less time you have to enjoy the car.
For me, I'm as a business owner, I'm just saying, because the time is more important than anything else. Like you're just spending 5 hours here, 5 hours there.
Yeah.
Add the total time and then try to pay yourself. See what happens.
No, that's true. All right, let's move on to this car.
La mamá de los pollitos. I'm calling her that, by the way.
All right, relax. Alright, so on to this car. This car has the illusion of a street car, but it's more close to a race car.
Yeah. So this is like the top. Well, I wouldn't say top, because there's things I'm still gonna change on this car. Things that I don't like. Which is like, I bought all the bolts and all that other stuff. That's gonna be another video. But this is more
this guy's a bolt guy now.
I'm a bolt guy.
I don't know if you guys noticed, like in the coupe, the SI coupe.
Bro,
Yeah.
every bolt from the top to the bottom. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna change all the bolts on this car. I'm gonna change a couple different things, because there's a couple things I want to do differently.
All right, so what's the turbo setup on this?
So this is Precision 6566.
6566. I've never heard of the 6566.
Yeah.
How does it feel when it spools up?
This thing, let's just say this thing dances. This thing is busy. So, but also like this is like we'll talk about the price point later. But anyways, has a 4-piston motor. If you don't know who 4-piston is, race company, built a bunch of Honda stuff.
This is a four piston long block, right? Or
yeah, 4-piston long block. So 24, full 24. This is a full 24.
Okay. Has a mechanical pump. I noticed that.
Mechanical pump. This thing has so many things. Anyway, okay, I will start. Well, has the mechanical pump. Obviously, if you want to make big power, mechanical pump is the way to go. Has the billet, gato manifold. Has a Ross. I think this is a 90 mil, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think Ross is 90 mil.
Yeah, big radiator. Obviously, because I think it's hot quick. Full PPG, first through fourth.
And this has no synchros.
This thing has no synchros. That's the difference between these two cars.
Yeah.
That's the difference in the
drivability.
drivability.
And well, drivability also, when startup, you gotta wait until your mechanical pump primes.
That thing is interesting. So this thing has a full billet casing, outer casing from Black Cartel. It has the billet gear that goes behind the tranny.
Okay. The
Case?
diff?
Transfer case.
Okay.
I believe that's what it is. So, anyways, billet, 5.9 axles, same thing in the rears. So this car has a triple disc.
Yeah.
And it has no slave. It's a hydraulic, which is actually pretty cool.
Oh, it has the hydraulic with the lines or whatever?
It has the hydraulic with the lines. I don't know if you can see it down there, but it has hydraulic with the lines. Which
okay,
honestly,
yep.
it makes a difference. I don't know if you guys ever been in a car with a triple disc before, but definitely makes a difference. So, between price points, like this thing is all wagon down. Has the same fittings as like Ronnie's car on the red car. All the push locks fittings. So this thing has strange suspension, by the way. That's another thing. The manifold. This cooler. Yo, you spilled fucking. Yo, you're an idiot.
Yeah, that was behind the scenes. They ain't see that. That wasn't even me, for
Tell them what it was.
That wasn't even me. That wasn't
Tell them what you did. Let's just pause the video.
Cut. All right, had some technical difficulties. So
yeah, he opened the radiator cap.
Bro, we're past that.
And antifreeze everywhere.
We're past that.
Anyways,
all right, so how much power does this make?
So had a conservative tune of like 700, but it also had a tune of 1,000. So 1,000 horsepower on the streets on an all-wheel drive car to this level. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but it's not that cool.
Yeah,
to me
you're not putting that down. Not on the street, at least.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with these tires. It kind of does put it down, but between driving the difference of these two cars, it's much more fun to have 700 horsepower. Just me personally, honestly. Also, I don't really feel like fighting the car left and right all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and then obviously it straightens out up top, but still. Yeah, but this is like kind of like a drag car on the streets.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the interior. Oh, actually, let's talk about the wheel setup. I forgot. So you also got bed locks here, but this is actually a custom offset, right? To fit the bigger brakes.
So to fit the big brake kit. I don't know if you could see it in there.
Yeah, I can see the wheel woods.
Yeah, so to see it in there.
Yeah, these are 15 by 8s, right?
15 by 7s.
These are 7s?
I believe they're 7s, yeah.
Nah, these look wide, dude.
Yeah, I believe they're 15 by 7. These are 235s though, and these are different tires. These are Toyo R88s all around on this car, which is funny. We didn't think they were gonna hook. Remember when you lower the PSI a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing goes.
Yeah.
These tires are honestly they're pretty good tires.
Moving on to the interior, we got some nice Recaros. You know what kind of Recaro seats these are?
They're like the Mugen Recaro, the thing that they did, the collab they did.
Mugen Recaro collab. These are actually pretty comfy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they actually are pretty comfy to be honest.
Yeah.
So big difference on this car, right? This car has a standalone, which is it uses the AEM, so it's all wired up. There's stuff that you can't see under the dash, like all the harness that goes under it, but the guy that did the harness did a pretty good job because it's all tucked. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I decided to put the OEM radio back in.
Nice touch.
Things, like nice little touches.
Yeah.
I still gotta put the center console and the thing that goes over there. I want to kind of just cut it and like see how I can make it fit. Because honestly, I hate looking at cars like this. I cannot stand that.
So
also, this thing has a very
has a lockout, I see, right?
Yeah, it has a lockout box. I'm not really a fan because you gotta keep pulling it up every time you're gonna go down and when you're going into traffic and stuff. That's why I'm saying this car is kind of a little hard on the streets because you gotta, in order for you to go back down, you gotta do this and then put it into first and then second, third. After that, you're fine, but you gotta pull it if you want to go back down to first gear. When you're stopping, you gotta pull this, and it could be a little uncomfortable. I don't know if I'm a fan of it, to be honest. On the track, this box is unmatched.
Yeah.
On the streets, a little bit tough.
So nice clean interior. We don't have any rear, but it is.
The rear she's not on.
Yeah. Alright, let's move over to the rear. Alright, so this is actually a real SI, Civic SI.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I just got this cover.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, this is when you got off Final Drive, right?
No.
Or you got this off eBay?
From eBay, from some dude in Canada.
Okay.
But yeah, it's OEM, which is fire. I love this. I don't know, for me it's like the small little OEM part. I love that shit, man. I gotta install the carbon trunk. It's not on yet, but yeah, 10-gallon fuel cell. Like you guys saw in the front, it's a mechanical pump. So the car has to, it goes connected to the crank. So not crank, sorry, to the cam up top.
Yep.
To the cam. Help me out.
Nah, the cam, yeah, the cam gear,
not
the cam gear.
There you go. It goes connected to the cam gear.
Damn, dude, get a grip, dude.
Yeah, I need to get a grip. Jesus Christ.
But what fuel is this on right now?
It's on C85.
Okay. And do you know who tuned this car or is currently tuned by?
I'm not sure who tuned the car, to be honest. They did tell me who tuned it, but it doesn't. I don't remember the name of them. Marsh, Jamie, he's my personal tuner. He's gonna tune the car again. We're gonna retune the car.
And are you gonna do like 93 or are you gonna keep it on C85?
Honestly, I want to do 93, bro, because I don't really want to be buying C85 and then putting it in the car, and then I don't want to do any of that stuff. I just want to be able to go to the pump, fill the car up, and then leave. That's all I want to do.
All right.
So.
All right. So now down to the nitty gritty. So you purchased this car off Saul. Yep. And he had mentioned that he had put in, I think it was like what, 100 grand or something like that.
Yeah.
North of 100 grand.
Yeah.
And well, obviously, do you think it's worth 100 grand? Would you pay 100 grand for this car right now?
No, because there's a bunch of used parts at this point, right? So
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay 100 grand. Does the car have over 100 grand in it? Yes. And there's still more money I'm gonna spend in it because I'm actually gonna convert to couplers and do all the bolts. Like I said, I'm changing a couple of things in the car. So I'm gonna spend even more money on the car.
Yeah.
But can you like? Does a car have 100 grand into it? Absolutely. The freaking
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, and all the billet parts it has.
All the billet parts, all the full PPG, standing alone with the harness, like. Nah, man, it's. I mean, people are not gonna believe it, but that's what it costs to build something like this.
Yeah.
Would I build something like this for the streets? No, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Like for me, I'm getting to the point where I kind of want to just be comfortable. Like obviously you want to have a little power if you want to get crazy or do like a little hit or whatever. But do you need something like this? Necessarily, nah.
Yeah.
This is a little bit too much. On top of that, having like mechanical pumps and all that stuff is not really that fun.
Yeah. So all right, now stay tuned. Now we're gonna get to the good stuff. We're gonna do rips on all the cars, and you guys are gonna judge, huh?
Rips? Is that what you just said?
We're gonna send it, dude. Whatever. And you guys are gonna get to choose. What's your favorite? Do you prefer more of like a fully street car or drag build track street car? What's your take on what would you build? What would you like to buy? How would you like to do your
right?
what?
Let me see the camera. You go behind the camera and
What?
you tell me. What would you build?
I don't know. I mean, personally, I would like more like a track cars, but the drivability with synchros, it's unmatched.
So if you had to choose your preference, what would you say you would build? Like, okay, no budget. What are you building?
Like, personally,
Yeah, personally.
I would. Essentially, what I would do, I build more or less a car like this, but I take the transmission out of this car.
So you would take the transmission from here, which is a full PPG synchro,
Yep.
and put it in the street track car?
Street track car. Yeah, and I'd probably get rid of the mechanical pump because if I really need something crazy, more power, just run a big well done.
I like the pump that this car has because it has the well done pump that goes under the car with the lines. Badass setup.
I mean,
So
the only plus that this car has is that since it has the mechanical, you don't hear that whine.
also, let's just put into thing. Maybe with like a turbo upgrade, I know Jamie can make over 1,000 horsepower on that car, easy. Which is always also cool to be like, yeah, I have 1,000 horsepower. That's what everybody wants to say, right? Honestly,
If you don't make over 1,000, that's a benchmark.
do you remember when people were making 500? They were happy.
Dude, I remember fucking when I made 230, I was like, yo.
You remember that the 230 days from the B series? Oh my god! But I mean, this is for you guys to choose. So kind of tell us in the comments, what are you guys building? What would you like if you had no budget, or which one was your favorite? Like out of the track car,
they still
street
have
car?
time to choose. We're gonna see which one they like to rip. Let's see.
Oh yeah, true. That is true. You
we're
have to see how these things drive. That is very true. You're right on that. So yeah, stay tuned because we're gonna be driving all of them. We're gonna be doing hits, or as this guy likes to call it, rips.
Rips, dude. Get her done.
Yeah, we're gonna be driving them and seeing which one we have more fun in, and then we're gonna judge all of them. We're gonna give it like
Do a rating.
one like 1 to 10 type stuff. So stay tuned for that.
All right, what's up, guys? We about to go to Mexico Street, do some pulls. All right, so now we're gonna go through the drivability. I mean, dude, drives pretty good for all-wheel drive car.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, so as you guys seen, it comes on boost nice, dude. Like the car feels good. And yeah, I mean, going through the gears, how do you rate this car against the other blue hatch?
This one doesn't compare. This is like a street car. As you can hear it, it still does the whining because of the PPG. But I mean, it feels good. I like it. The other car feels a little bit too much. This is cool. Like this is more like, I guess, calm and collective.
Yeah.
I guess. Not really, but yeah. We'll do. I will say that PPG shit's fun.
Hell yeah. This shit comes on boost nice.
Real nice. Oh, show them the cluster.
Oh no, I took a video of it. earlier.
That shit's ill, right?
Nah, I like
That's
it.
cool. I like it.
It's like green. Like a teal green.
I haven't checked that shit out. Why it does
That's the
that.
IAC.
I don't know why they put IAC in this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. You could disable it.
Huh?
You could disable it.
With the caper, right?
Yeah. Holy shit.
Hey, this thing is rolling, bro.
Nah, this shit
God
cold.
damn.
Nah, this
But you
shit
see what I'm
cold.
telling you though? This one spins.
Yeah, nah, it's good. The other one just dead hooks.
Nah, this one spins. That's what I was trying to tell you. That's the only thing I don't like about the PPG. You can't go back into first gear.
Hell no. You gotta come to like a complete stop.
That whole drive shit is
Yo.
no joke, bro.
I need me a all-wheel drive, nigga.
That whole drive
Yo, this shit is gold.
Yo, these gears, you gotta drive this shit.
Oh my God.
Butter, bro. You could just throw it. Literally, like, you don't gotta force the car. You don't gotta do nothing. You can just throw the gears.
This shit is
Literally,
crazy.
just boom, bang, nigga. You're not looking for nothing, bro. That's one thing I will say about these PPGs. Absolute fire, bro.
Damn, this shit is god.
Say this, though. Does the other car, like, not spin more? Not spin less?
No, the other car doesn't spin at all. It's dead hooks.
Yeah.
This shit fucking gold. This shit fucking gold. You seen the flames?
Look, I was not paying attention to that shit.
Muévete. All right, getting ready to go do a hit in this all-wheel drive car. One thing off the bat, noticeably, very much wider tires than this car. So, as you guys it's already seen in the previous clip, this car was spinning 1 through 3. I mean, this car. Last time we did a hit on it, it pretty much hooked and booked. So let's see.
It was weird. It really did hook them up. But you gotta think about it, right? 235s, 225. I don't know. I'm not convinced on these tires.
I think they just had high air pressure. We didn't check
I'm not
it.
convinced on these tires, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, bro, we were spinning all gears.
You marked the road.
Yeah.
Like we can still go
Big
see the
dog.
markings. Big dog. We all marked the road. It
No.
was-
But I marked it special.
No,
Like
we
I
marked.
Nah.
Relax.
The way I marked the road, like
All right. Yeah, the way
Almost.
you marked the road.
almost tatted my name on that shit.
You definitely didn't. Anyway,
I'm just saying.
for some reason, I'm just convinced on these tires. Why? I don't know, because this car doesn't like to spin. But
Well, let's see, because I mean, we just checked the tire pressure right now, and it was at like 16. I don't know if I had set it to like 20. And
we didn't set it to 16. It's just been.
nah, I might have set it to 20, like 22.
Nah,
'Cause last time I put it down a lot.
It was at like around high 30s, almost 40s, and we put it down to like 20 something. But it's been sitting there for like a month. So I'm gonna guess it just started, like, you know.
Yeah. Well, right now we put it at 28. Let's see how that
Yeah,
feels.
28 should be fine. But I'm leaning more towards these tires. Even though obviously it's a bigger tire, so
Nah.
it's gonna be a bigger difference.
I feel like these Mickeys are gonna work better. We just gotta.
I don't think so, bro.
I don't know. Well, let's see.
Well, you know, now we can't. We can't
What?
because they make 2 different horsepower, so we can't.
I feel like they're. Let's see.
Put
How,
these tires on this car and then see how this shit feels. That's already a lot of work.
I feel like this car will blow these tires off. I feel like this car is making a little bit more jam.
100%. This car with these tires on, guarantee you, spin city. Now,
Yeah.
what we can do is let's do this hit. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll check these ones out at a later day. Another time, we'll give you guys maybe a little update on what we think. But honestly, I don't know, bro. These tires are just not convincing me. I don't know why. I'm gonna be very honest with you. They just do not convince me. These tires, even though obviously it's a bigger front tire, but I don't know. Let's see after the hit. Let's see what happens.
Let's get to it. Let's get to the live action.
So the car's in neutral. Do you guys like the OEM radio, by the way?
They didn't even notice.
That shit looks fire. Anyways, car's in neutral, right? So obviously a lot louder than this car. But also what I was talking to you guys about earlier in the last, when we were showing all 3 cars, was you gotta lift this, clutch in, and then go.
Damn.
You guys can't feel that, but that feels like we just broke the transmission.
Yeah.
Also, every time
It feel like he just shoved it into gear with no clutch.
yeah. So every time you want to go in first gear, you gotta fucking press that thing up. Which is a little annoying, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, let's get it.
All right, so now just going over to the drivability. Pretty much just seeing how it feels.
So I don't know if you guys can hear it, but just pay attention to second gear. You can hear it because you're in the car, but that's how crazy this shit is. Do you think this is louder than the other car?
100%. I can't even hear us.
So the transmission's obviously a lot louder.
Yeah.
You can hear it, right? Everything is so much more in this car. Like, you guys obviously can't feel it, but oh man, it's a completely different ride. And I like the upright better on this car because they stick out more up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's loud.
Nah, it
That feels wrong, bro. That shit feels wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I like the car more.
Yeah? You like this car more?
Yeah.
I think I like the other one more.
This car makes me smile, nigga.
You know-
Even though it's annoying,
you know what it
it's
is?
comfortable in every way.
This car to me is more like a
This is work.
a race car.
This is work to drive.
Yeah.
But I like this car more.
Yeah.
The turbo, I don't know. I like this car more. I'm not gonna lie to you. Which one would I drive more? Obviously the other one.
Yeah, the other one feels like more streetable.
100%. So we'll do like a quick little 1-2 so you guys can see, and then we'll be able to see the difference.
Oh, shit. Damn. That felt a little spicy.
Feels sluggish at the bottom. There's something
Well, this is a big turbo, bro. It's a big turbo.
I don't think that's it.
Cause it woke up.
Yeah, it wakes up.
Yeah.
When you pick up second, it wakes up.
Oh yeah, 100%. It spun this time. Last time did it spin?
You think it spun?
100%. You spun a little bit.
I didn't think it spun.
Or maybe because you were coming on the corner.
Check that side, so make sure it's good.
Yeah.
I feel like it took forever to get it to boost, no?
Well, you were low on RPM. Oh my god.
100%. You didn't hear it?
I felt. Yeah, I thought that was you that you let go of the gas.
Nah. It's coming up.
Maybe it's low on fuel.
Oh!
It's low on fuel. It could be low on fuel.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Because the fuel went to the back.
Yeah. Fuel cut.
Nah, you're right. Damn, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, dude.
But I told you, this car feels crazier than the other car.
Nah, it does.
Yes or no?
Nah, it does, because it goes.
Nah, this car goes.
Yeah, this car goes.
But a fuel cut for sure. Without the fuel cut, this car's twice as fast as that car.
I think so.
This car don't spin.
Nah.
We didn't have much fuel. We maybe had like this much by the bottom. So when you slouching back,
Yeah, probably, yeah.
go.
Yeah. Oh my god. We might have just went outside.
Cabrón, we ran out of fuel.
Yo, bro, I can't be around you.
I told you we didn't have enough, nigga.
Yo, bro,
Damn, we're fucked.
we get in the car, and this is when he tells me we don't have enough fuel.
I didn't realize we didn't have enough fuel.
Alright.
I'm gonna have to go to the crib, and I don't feel like walking this far, bro.
I am not pushing this car all the way to your crib.
Nah, we're not pushing this shit all the way to the crib. Are you crazy, nigga?
Dang,
Yo, it cruises pretty good, or is this like a downhill?
bro, I don't know what this is.
Damn, we might have to go get some fuel. We might have to stay here real quick. Damn, I don't want to walk back, nigga.
Can't you just call somebody to bring in the fuel?
Nigga, nobody's here. Kara's out with the kids, and ya tú sabes.
That being good.
And I don't want to turn the power on that way. It doesn't kill the battery.
It's not even kill it, yeah. Alright, so because of this guy, stuck on the side of the road. My boy forgot to put fuel in here, so yeah. Middle of shooting the video.
Yo, we get it. Okay, alright. I forgot to put gas in the car.
You had one job.
Alright.
You had one job.
You know what's funny? Behind the sport front.
Damn, that's a lot in there though.
It's brand new.
That's a brand new one I bought, bro.
No, that's not the one you bought.
Oh.
The one you bought, we used it at Jarengs, remember?
No,
Yeah, we used it right at Jarengs, bro.
I didn't even know. I would have bought two if that was the case.
We mixed that whole can.
Damn,
That's why I
bro.
didn't think I had any.
You had one job, my brother.
To the rescue. You forgot too. Don't just put this on.
What are you talking about? You
know
said,
exactly.
yo, I'm ready. Just pull up. We're gonna shoot. All right.
I didn't tell you that.
Yeah. That is crazy.
I rescued you though, let's just say that.
Yeah. You broke me down and then you rescued me? We're in the strip in Mexico.
Do you guys like the OEM radio, by the way? I
This-
decided to put the OEM radio back in. Did you catch the flame?
100% I caught that fucking flame.
Yeah!
Nah, slow down, do another one. Fuck that. Quick. Damn!
Yo! I wasn't expecting that shit. Hey, don't record my face, nigga.
Oh, yeah, no face, no case. We're in Mexico.
Damn, the GoPro's gonna go. Nigga!
Damn.
This shit don't spin!
Nah, it doesn't. This shit was going. This shit was going.
Yo, cabrón! This bitch squats, so you felt that?
I felt it. Yeah, we were definitely low on fuel.
To say the least.
Yeah. Sheesh.
We kicked it out.
They kicked out third.
That's what it taking. Hey, what the
So we're back. Just finished doing the hits. What's your take? We're not gonna do the hit on the red car. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make it. But I mean, we're able to do the hits on both these cars. Which I mean, this is more like a street car, and this is almost like full race car.
This is not almost. You guys, I mean, some of you guys can see, but yeah. So my take, right? I like this car. This car is fun because I don't know. It's like dangerous.
Yeah.
It's fun. This car is just crazy. From the videos, I don't know if you guys can see. This car does not spin somehow.
Nah, this shit
Like,
squats
shit
and
just
goes.
This car squats and goes. I mean, granted, this car has a lot more money invested and a lot more parts than this thing, but
Definitely different gear ratios. And,
yeah, 100% different ratios, dude.
but damn, this shit.
damn, this
Well,
car is a-
this is a full PPG. I mean, it doesn't have synchros like this car,
Nah,
so
it took third, but the car como que se
It just binded.
like it binded up, like it was gonna stop.
yeah.
So something happened. We're not sure. I gotta get the car checked out, but yeah, I don't know. Something happened. Something's wrong. Something's definitely not right. So I'm gonna take this tranny down.
Do
and I'm
fuel
gonna put
fluid check
No,
definitely.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a few adjustments on this car, like maybe new gear ratios, all that crap. Definitely not the same ones. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like we were saying before we got interrupted. Something is up with the tranny. Something happened. What happened? God knows. But I'm gonna take it down, and I'm just gonna put like a synchro tranny in it. Like PPG with synchro.
No, the same as this one, but we're probably just gonna keep the same gear ratios that this one has.
I want to figure out these gear ratios because this car needs it. This car obviously makes a lot more power. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be swapping this thing out, and then.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie, like this car almost feels like an all-motor car.
Compared to this?
Yeah.
I mean, look at the videos, bro. This
yeah.
car is fucking nuts, bro. Mind you, we didn't do anything crazy. Like,
Nah, just
third,
quick. Showing the viewers what the cars can do or what they're capable of.
Yeah, bro, but I ain't gonna lie.
So what's your take? What out of the two cars, what do you pick?
I'm picking this.
You're picking this?
100%. I have to, bro.
That's crazy.
This car is fucking crazy.
Wanna know what's funny?
What?
I'm picking the other car.
Why?
Bro, I love more of like the streetable. Like this. All right, so let's walk over here. So why? All right. So why I would like this car more?
It's recording, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now why I like this car more is just because, bro, you can, for me at least, you can get in it and just go. And I mean, getting to drive it, bro, cycling through all the gears, it felt like butter. Like I mean.
Yeah, this car, you have to struggle a little bit with.
This is like, I mean, if you want to go have some fun and really party, I mean, yeah, get in this car, you're gonna fly. But this car, I mean, you're making good power. It feels fun to drive, you know. And all in all, it's more of a street car. You can drive around, just whatever time you want to leave the house, just go. You can't hop in that car and just turn it on.
Yeah, I know. This car's kind of a nightmare.
I don't know if they've seen, but this car has a mechanical pump. Try to start that shit on a cold day.
Yeah, with fucking C85, it has a mechanical pump, and with C85, this shit does not like to start.
I mean, granted, this car is on E85, but I mean,
this car's on E, but honestly, this car starts up way faster. And remember, this car's not on the standalone.
No.
This is on a capo.
It's on capo, yeah.
So, big difference, bro. But so, what are you taking and why?
I'm definitely taking this. I mean, couple factors is I would say why I'm doing it. It's like it's not gonna break the bank as much as this car would. I would say, right? You would agree? Because
I would agree.
Yeah, there's probably a couple more thousand in that car compared to this car.
I would agree.
Second, my goal would be for more of a street car. I'm looking for more of a street car over like a full race car. Because this, you can just take it out, and if you want, you can put it on the track and make a hit.
So, but if you had to say, like, if we had to do a race between these two cars, where do you think this car stands versus this car?
Turn this shit up a little bit, and I think it'll be
yeah.
Now, the problem is, right? This car is breaking out loose. This car is going.
Yeah.
This car starts to eat.
So we're gonna let you guys choose. I mean, you guys saw what these cars are both kind of capable of. You're gonna see a bit of some of the videos. Who do you think should race the UGR Lambo? Should it be street car? Or should it be this thing? After we fix it.
Who do they want to drive what?
I'm telling you right now, if we get to race, I'm taking my Lambo. I ain't fucking driving one of these things. Paddle shifters, baby.
Yeah, you want it easy.
100%.
I'm being the GoPro.
You're gonna be struggling while this thing just blows by you. 100%. And the tires came in.
Oh, the tires came in?
Oh, the tires came in. They're downstairs. So it has RD8s in the rears. We're gonna be putting a little something a little bit different. Because this car likes to party too. So we'll be doing something a little bit different. The tires already came in. They're downstairs. So what do you guys think? This or this?
All right, we're going to leave you guys there. I mean, stay tuned for our next content. We're definitely going to be going back to the track. I mean, we went back to the track. I think it was already twice. I mean, you guys will see in the recap, but we're just having some problems with the cars. But
Yeah,
next
the
time
car
we
is
go-
just fighting us every step of the way. And we went to the track. Quick little recap. Went to the track. Did the same thing. One of our buddies was there. Let me use a strain gauge. Then starter broke. Then we went up for a last pass. Car shut off because it was having oil pressure issues. Cars just been fighting us like
It's making us work
like
for it.
like never before. Yeah,
Making us work
like an all motor car has never fought me before. But my coupe should be done pretty soon. My buddy's finishing it up. Hopefully next week I can pick it up and then we can bring that to the track. But yeah, that's where we are so far.
See you guys next time.